This exhibit here at the office is just some family photographs and newspaper photographs that we have had enlarged to about 2 foot by 3 foot. The first picture is Robert Edgecombe, and he is F.O. Edgecombe's grandfather. He was born in 1807 in Aroostook County, Maine, and died in Rulon, Nebraska in 1876. The next photo is F.O. Edgecombe, and it was taken, we believe, around 1916, as near as we can tell. The photo of the lady is a lady by the name of Joy Camp, and I am not sure about that. I think later she became Joy Case. This next photograph is a picture or a chalk drawing like Robert's of Tyler Edgecombe and Helen Edgecombe. It was done in 1894. Tyler was age 6 and Helen was age 2. This is a photo of Grandma Gladys. This was taken about 1948. Another picture of F.O., Grandpa Tyler, and again that Joy lady. And this was taken in 1916. You can see that very easily on the calendar. If you will pay a little bit of attention to the desk on the right, I'll show that to you later. This is a picture of just the back room, a linotype and a couple of old pieces of equipment. The linotypes are all gone, but the proof press there in the middle with the roller, we still have that one here in the building. This picture is taken in the front of the building in 1908, and frankly, I'm not sure who the people are. I'm not exactly positive. I really don't know who they are. This one should be familiar to all of you. I have no idea what year it was taken, but there's Grandma Gladys, Aunt Mary, Aunt Jean, and Grandpa Tyler, and I believe that that was obviously before my father was born. The next photograph is a picture of Tyler, and again that was taken about middle of 1940s, I think 48. That desk, I'm not sure if that is the roll top desk or not that Grandpa's sitting at. It might be. I'm not familiar enough with that. Again, the desk on the far wall is one that we still have here in the building, and I will show that to you in a moment. This is a picture of the downstairs of the old press in the basement. There's Grandpa Tyler on the far back right. Dick Stevenson, tall man with kind of the hump in the back. There's a young man in a white t-shirt beside the press. That's my father. It had to be taken in the 40s, middle 40s or so. The gentleman on the right, I believe, I'm not sure who he is for positive, but I think it was Monty Montgomery. Another picture of the back shop. Again, taken in the 40s, I believe. There's Grandpa Tyler on the left. My father is sitting down in the linotype. There's Monty Montgomery, and the gentleman in the white shirt towards the right back side is Howard Hamilton as a very young man. This one here, of course, is the picture of F.O. and the Wrigley's Believe It or Not. And that is about all there is to say about that picture. These are just some of the plaques. These three on the right hand side are all plaques from when F.O., Tyler, and my father were presidents of Nebraska Press Association. The plaque here is mine from when I was the president of the Nebraska Press Advertising Service, and you'll see then that there are more of us that have been on that, including my 2 children. So that's the Nebraska Press Advertising Service. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that have served that. This is Geneva Chamber of Commerce, my father's plaque, my plaque, and then again there's a plaque down here that has F.O., Tyler, my father, and myself. This is an award that I received from the National Weather Service for being I guess a great weather person. I'm not sure exactly. It was given to me in 2011. I started reading the weather in 1978, and there's just a plaque that has my years. This is an old photograph that goes back, I'm not sure what year it was taken, but it's of the old courthouse, and it's pretty unique. The next plaque here is of F.O. Edgecombe and myself, F.O. being the president of the National Editorial Association, and myself as being the National Newspaper Association. And then the four photographs, of course, there's F.O., there's Tyler, there's, of course, my father, and there is myself, along with a plaque that has the 4 generations of being president of the Nebraska Press Association. And finally, these plaques are from the Nebraska Newspaper Hall of Fame. On the left is F.O. Edgecombe. He was inducted in 1975. The next plaque is Grandpa Tyler, and he was inducted in 1987. And I remember taking Grandma Gladys and my boys to that induction service. And then this was my father when he was inducted in the October of 2004. And for anybody who's counting generations, Robert would be my children's 4th great-grandfather and my grandchildren's 5th great-grandfather. Okay, this is our the Signals North building, and pictured in the movie is the old desk from the wall photographs, the still photographs. On that is a typewriter. It's a Remington Model 16 from the 1930s. Behind that is a glass kerosene lamp that I found. I just found that one a few weeks ago. My son Jim and I found that down in the basement. On the left-hand side is an old fan, and you can see an old wicker basket or wire basket there as well, and some other paraphernalia. I'm not sure, but I think maybe the pen on the right, the fountain pen, is Grandpa Tyler's, although I'm not positive about that. And we also have displayed some old stuff from the, there's some ink blotters and some old things like that that don't mean much, no family, anything to it. So that's kind of the display. It's lit each night, and it's been here for a couple of months, and people are kind of getting a kick out of it. The picture on the back is Hugh Hadsell on the left. He was a guy that ran the train, Burlington Northern train, and he was a friend of Grandma and Grandpa's, along with his wife. And then in the back, the person in the back standing is Grandpa Tyler, and on the right hand side is Robert Waring, and he was the county attorney here, and his wife and Grandma Gladys were both from Edgar, I believe. So so this is the display in the north building.